Missing family and friends when living abroad is something that you cannot really avoid or solve completely. However, there are solutions and ways to cope with this problem. And in this video, we're going to give you insights on how to deal with missing your family and friends when living abroad. If you're thinking of moving and living abroad, but the idea of missing your family and friends is putting off your decision to go, maybe this video will help you. Before we begin, I am Monica, and together with Matt, we share videos on moving and living abroad. We used to move a lot before we decided to settle down in the Netherlands. But now we have come to a point that we want to move again, and this time as a family. On our channel, we share practical tips on moving and living abroad, but we are also going to share the steps that we are going to take for our next move to a new country. So if you're searching for information on living abroad, please subscribe to our channel, and the notification button will let you know when we have uploaded a new video. So let's get started. Missing your family while living abroad is probably one of the biggest challenges you're going to face. And perhaps this is one of the reasons why people decide not to move at all. Missing family and friends usually occur during the culture shock phase. In a previous video, we explained what culture shock is. And in this phase, you find yourself struggling and having negative emotions towards your new environment, new country, and experiences. And this can, of course, initiate homesickness as well. Culture shock is something that everybody has to go through to adjust to their new country. But missing family and friends is something that can still occur after living in a country for many months or years. Missing family and friends is something that was part of my upbringing. Having an Indonesian mom and a Dutch dad working on projects throughout the world, missing your family was something very normal to us. In general, Dutch people are very individualistic. So my dad didn't really show any signs of missing his family back home. But my mother had a more difficult time because she's from Indonesia, and in Indonesia, family play an important part in your life. At that time, there was no internet, WhatsApp, or even the DHL Express. So we had to make expensive 5-minute telephone calls, use the fax machine, and send letters where we would add photographs to them. And there was also a period that Matt and I were also separated for a whole year. In 2006, I was living and working in Indonesia, and Matt was living in London. And in 2006, we only had the internet and Skype. So that's how we kept in touch. I remember that we would make DVDs, record DVDs, and send them by post. And one of us would receive them like weeks later. So you can imagine how easy it is today to keep in touch. All you need to do is make a video, upload it on WhatsApp, and send it. Today, it is easier to stay connected with your family and friends. It's easier to share your life, your happiness, and your struggles with them. However, is this the solution to solve your struggles with missing your family and homesickness? We will come to that later on this video. First, imagine this. You move to a new country, and you're experiencing all these new exciting things, and you're busy getting things done, and after a while you are settling in, and then you realize that you want to share your experiences with somebody who you know and who knows you. You want to feel connected and feel love, and you want to share your challenges and feel the support of people you are familiar with. Yes, you have met new people, but the connection you have with your family or with your friends, this will never happen with these people overnight, and maybe it will never ever reach the same level. And this realization will make you feel lonely, homesick, and you will even start to miss your family and friends even more. Remember, homesickness and missing family and friends should be acknowledged and taken seriously. Don't just brush it off, thinking that will go away, or if you feel like this, you're not strong enough to be living abroad. I believe that instead of looking at missing your family and friends as something negative, you should look at it as a positive thing. Missing family and friends means that you love people and that you are being loved. That you have a support group that will always back you up. And that no matter what the distance are, these people will always be there for you and will love you no matter what. If you realize this, can you imagine what kind of enriching feeling you will have? That said, if you're stuck feeling homesick and missing your family and friends, you'll end up focusing on the people at home instead of focusing on the presence, on your surroundings and the new country that you're living in. You need to take action before missing your family will dominate your life. That is why you have to take time and discover why you are feeling homesick or why you are missing your family. Think and write down exactly why you are having these feelings. Is it because you are really missing your family and want to pack your bags and head home? Or is it because you are struggling with something in your new country? Let's say you just started a new job in your new country and you're really having a hard time to adjust, or you're struggling with getting things done because everything is different in the new country that you're living in. These occurrences can suck the energy out of you and you can start asking questions like, why am I here? I must have been crazy to leave my comfortable life behind. But these setbacks will make you nostalgic, longing for home and searching for familiarity. So you need to be honest with yourself. We all go through struggles when we start something new, and it's always a difficult period to adjust. And you have to know that you will make it through and you will grow in a positive way. Matt and I shared a video on discovering the reason why you want to move abroad. Make sure you write it down, stick it on a fridge or on your bathroom mirror so you can read it every time you're going through a tough phase. It will motivate you to go on and to remind you the reason why you moved to another country. So what should you do if you live happily in a new country but you're still missing your family? First of all, meet up with people who have gone through the same thing as you do. They understand what you're going through. Meeting new people will create friendships where you can share experiences and share ideas with like-minded people. Also, try to avoid negative people and also try to avoid comparing your new country with with your home country. This will only put you down and will not help you cope with your homesickness or missing your family and friends. If you can't meet up with people, go on Facebook and search for expat groups. These people will understand what you're going through because they have also lived abroad. If you share your problems with your family and friends who have never lived abroad before, they will not really understand what you're going through. Another option is to keep a journal and write to somebody that you miss or love. When I was living in Indonesia, I would work remotely and I would not be able to call or send an email to Matt for weeks. So I kept a journal and I wrote everything down to Matt. And by doing so, I felt connected with him. And when we were together again, he was even able to read the experiences that I had. Another way to refocus missing your family is to act as a tourist again. Start exploring new areas, do new things or fun things that your country has to offer, and start eating out in different restaurants again. By doing so, you will start living in the present again and you will be enjoying the little things. Another thing is to make your new home comfortable. If you're living in a new country, you're probably renting a new house and you don't feel like investing too much. But with little things, you can make it feel like home. Just put up some pictures, buy some plants, light up candles, just the little things that you would otherwise do at home as well. Just make sure that if you have been gone the whole day and you come home, that you are actually happy to be there. Last but not least, you can always call your family and friends through FaceTime, WhatsApp, Zoom, and you will be connected with them in no time. While calling sounds like a straightforward solution, I heard from many people that they advise against calling home too much. Instead, you need to focus on being in the country that you're living in, instead of reaching out back to your familiar home. If you're feeling homesick, it will not help you to be calling back home every time you feel the need to talk to somebody, especially if the people that you call do not understand what you're going through and are encouraging you to go back home. Again, stick to the why. Don't forget the reason why you decided to move abroad in the first place. Also, don't go on social media such as Facebook or Instagram too much. You will see pictures of your family and friends back home enjoying fun stuff together. But you have to remember, their life is not always like that. These are just specific moments that they want to share online. Don't start to idealize your life. There was a reason why you decided to move abroad, and I can't say it often enough. Don't forget the reason why. This will keep you motivated to continue living your life in your new country. Another tip that we are going to apply when we are going to move abroad is that when you are budgeting your move, that you should increase your monthly goal as well, so you can buy plane tickets whenever you feel it is necessary. The idea of being able to fly back home or to fly somebody over without killing the bank makes it somehow easier to deal with missing your family and friends when living abroad. Everybody deals with homesickness and missing family differently. Understandably, it will be a whole different experience if you're living abroad alone or you're living abroad as a family with children. Whichever situation, please take it seriously and be really honest with yourself. It would be a shame if you would pack all your belongings again and head back home before you give yourself the chance to fully enjoy the beautiful country that you are living in. So guys, that is it for today. I hope this video will help you start thinking about ways that will help you cope with homesickness and missing your family and friends, and that this issue will not prevent you from making the decision to move abroad. If you want to stay in touch, make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you like the information that I've given you, please give a thumbs up. And if you want to share your ideas or your solution to cope with homesickness and missing family, please leave the comments below and we are happy to read them. So this is it for today. Bye for now and hope to see you in our next video.